People walk one. People. Just come on in, guys, and thumbs up the video. Thumbs up the video, please, and thank you. I appreciate everyone. Thumbs up the video. I forgot on fashion. No. Sheen. I have to go on Sheen. I have to go on Sheen. Guys, bear with me. I'll my water drop out and me never put my shampoo in here. Come on from my page, fee. No, you not like me. Hey, Dwayne said, come on from my page if you not like me. Where the hell is this damn video? Did I was just on this scrap? What the hell? Why is it this scrap gone? Normally me. Oh my God.
They're lacking by people to protect her and to make sure her health care needs were being met. As for me, thank God I can walk now. Thank God I can do a lot of things for myself now. But before, I had to rely on my family members. I had to rely on my nurses. I had to rely on my physiotherapists. I had to rely on a lot of different entities. And I'm so happy, you know. So none of you over here can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me. I'm not gonna accept it. Dwayne, if you don't turn, oh Lord, it's not. Dwayne, if you don't turn up for your checkups, they will ring. Exactly, they not just ring, Sharon. You know, I can go on my phone right now. They text me, they call me, like a day before my appointment, they call me and say, are you coming tomorrow? They send transport for me. They used to, but now I jump in my Uber as I just head out myself. And it was because of them why I'm here. None of you can't tell me nothing. Go and sit down. Anyways, let's just jump to tea and chin because I got no time to go back and forth with you people. I really don't.
Autopsy came back. That was pretty good, so I guess
Holy shit. I buy this damn thing at the store and I fast. How much money we pay for this shit? This shit now the ear stiff like a penis. Jesus.
Privately done.
I buy this yesterday to my hair, the avocado shampoo and conditioner, but this shit make my ear stiff.
She passed away from cardiovascular disease or a cardiovascular complication, meaning that something ruptured in her heart and that triggered her stroke. Okay. Now with that said, let me also explain to you guys that my dad got a stroke back in 2017, and on my father's side of the family, stroke is a big deal on my side of my father's side.
You won't go any louder.
Right, so I'm kind of familiar with this whole stroke thing because back in 2017, my dad
She's
had
just
a
started.
stroke, and his first stroke that my dad
It's gonna build up. It's a build up.
was a very big stroke. Big stroke in the sense where it disabled him. It disabled him, and he had to get aggressive physical therapy.
That's besides the point, Maria.
Plus, he had to get a whole bunch of meds in order to, keep him leveled and keep him alive. In addition to that, the stroke also damaged. Let me get into details what the stroke did. So my dad had high blood pressure. What I could talk about. He had high blood pressure, and he wasn't really taking his pills as he should have. You know how these men are. This was when he was 100% healthy, except for his high blood pressure. He wasn't taking his pills, or he wasn't taking it as seriously as he should have. And as a result, one day he was at work and he didn't feel too good, he said. He didn't feel too good. So he went to the ER, and the ER did MRIs and they didn't see a problem. And so they sent him home. The very next morning when they sent him home, that's when he suffered his stroke. Right, that's when he suffered a stroke. But the warning sign that he didn't feel good was what told him that the stroke was on its way, because he didn't feel good. And apparently he didn't feel good for a couple of days and waited before going to the hospital. But when he did go to the hospital, they didn't see anything and they sent him home. And as a result, he got a stroke. And that stroke caused the left side of his body to be temporarily paralyzed, the left side of his body. And so he couldn't walk, nothing. He was rushed to the hospital. I don't know if you guys...
They should have never took on that responsibility then, Maria.
Upon us hearing that he had a stroke, he was rushed to the hospital, and he was rushed to one public hospital. And we didn't like how he was, there was no sense of urgency when he was rushed to that public hospital. So we took him out of that public hospital and put him in a private hospital because he has the insurance to give him private care, private aggressive care. So we took him out of the one hospital as soon as he was stabilized and transferred him to Mount Auburn Hospital, which is a much smaller personal hospital, very good hospital. And there he was able to get the person-to-person treatment that we wanted for him. And, of course, by the time they rushed down there or seen him, he was already transferred to the smaller hospital, the smaller private hospital. They constantly worked with my dad around the clock, gave him blood thinners, all of the other good stuff.
See, I told you guys about... Pause.
Okay, some of you were fun.
I told you guys about blood thinners, right? I didn't even hear this conversation. And I told you guys, when I suffered what I suffered, when I was stuck in the hospital, the doctors was afraid of my blood clotting because I was stuck in the one position. They gave me a lot of blood thinners injection, sometimes to my stomach, sometimes to my thighs. So I know what I was talking about. I don't know who you think you're trying to cow down. I've been through this, so I know what I'm talking about. And to hear Tina Chin talk about blood thinners right here, clearly, I told no lies. Clearly. But we're lucky.
Followed me at the time, and you were able to see the journey that my dad took when he got that stroke, because I went live, and what I could show you, I did show you. I also showed you my dad going into physical therapy after he was stabilized and well enough and all of the other stuff. They transferred him to a facility in the rural parts of Massachusetts, a rural part in Massachusetts, for him to get aggressive physical therapy. Within the next, 3 months, my dad got aggressive physical therapy and he was able to walk again. Remember now, the stroke took him down, And within the 3 month period.
Did I tell you guys I suffered a stroke too?
He couldn't
Did you tell her
walk.
not? Show me the tell her not. No, no,
Couldn't feed himself, couldn't dress himself, couldn't walk. Because that's what a very bad stroke does, right? Due to a high blood pressure. However, with the aggressive physical therapy, I had to cut his ear, I had to do everything for him. You understand me? I had to shave him, I had to do everything. You know, the family, of course, went and saw him on a regular basis, stuff like that. I mean, my dad was surrounded by so much love. You know, over the 3 months, I also shared videos of him getting physical therapy, and he was able to walk again, so on and so forth. So a stroke is not a good thing. Just to let you guys know that it's not a good thing. In addition to him being on anti-stroke meds, he also has to take one like a regular pill. What I'm calling pill again, so that he doesn't get a heart attack. What a pill again? Aspirin. It's a regular pill. Give it a medical name fee. Aspirin. But he just it's what he take for pain. Something like bear, like a bear. What do you call it? Aspirin. But it helps him to not get a heart attack. Aspirin. Right? He has to take one a day. Aspirin. Right? In addition to his other stroke meds, he has to take one a day. Just a regular pill to prevent a heart attack. Aspirin. My dad's set of pills. My dad's pills, as a result of him getting that stroke. Aspirin, thank you. Aspirin, thank you. Aspirin. He has to take one aspirin a day. I couldn't remember aspirin, so simple. He has to take one aspirin a day so that he doesn't get a heart attack. In addition to his aspirin, he has a multitude of anti-stroke meds that he has to take daily. Okay? You should have to put that wrong. Like I said, so he gets the aspirin automatically, right? And then he gets like capsules, he gets this, he gets that. I mean, just pills like crazy. And they're all color coded, and they're all daily, they're all measured out for daily consumption. Okay? Yeah, so he needs aggressive pain meds, not to really put too much out there.
So are you saying Miss Richie didn't want no doctors?
You know.
Are what you're telling me right now?
These aggressive meds helps to curb any oncoming stroke per se, right? You get what I'm trying to say? So basically these meds are taken to tell his body or to keep the stroke at bay, just in case his blood pressure goes to a certain level.
You guys should have You guys should have put
just in case his blood pressure goes to a certain level, it doesn't trigger his brain or his heart or his blood flow to pretty much give him a stroke. You understand? So he's monitored 24/7. Monitored 24/7 every day. He has to take his blood sugar, all of that, just to show you the level of care a person who had a stroke before had to, you have to get in the future to maintain your health and your life, so on and so forth. Now I hear people saying, remember when I did that last live when Miss Richie had passed some days later, and I did that live about her life? I was sitting outside and there were people coming on the live telling me that she lived a good life. She lived a good life. It was her time to go. It was her time to go. There were like a couple of people coming in my life telling me that a woman is 93.
You're right, Tia. Tia, pause.
Life, and blah, blah.
Tia, you are so right. I agree with you, Tia. I agree with you. I'm not trying to say Donna did very bad, because she didn't. The only aspect I said all four of them as a collective did bad is pertaining to the old lady's healthcare needs. That's it. I'm allowed to say that because it is slapping all of us in our face. It has slapped way, unless you're blind.
Lord. And I was so disgusted by that, you know, because who are we to tell a person that she lived enough of a life? Pretty much that's what that's what these people. And I was so disgusted by that, you know, because who are we to tell a person that she lived enough of a life? Pretty much that's what we're doing.
Is that what you guys said?
That's what these people were doing.
Shame on you.
Telling me that the lady in Jamaica lived a certain amount of life. Let me call her name, Miss Richie. You know, out of respect for her, you know. They were coming in my life telling me that she's 93 and she lived a good life and it was her time. I was so disgusted by that. You know, the lack of respect that these Jamaican women came in my life with.
Pause.
Trying to tell me.
Tony Ann, you're missing the point. My point still stands. They should have made sure she got regular checkup at the damn doctors. But it's so hard to understand. Are you crazy, girl? Am I speaking a language you don't understand? Wasn't you brought up on English? Did your parents grow you up? Are your parents English-speaking people? If they are, I'm quite sure you had me said quite clearly she needed to have regular checkup with the doctors. Whether she lived longer or not, that is besides the point. My point still stands. She should have had regular checkups with the doctor. All right, Tony Ann, that's it, girl. But speak your mind. You're allowed.
Who was a pro-lifer that Miss Richie lived long enough, so it was her time to go. I was disgusted. Okay. Everyone deserves life, whether they're 80 years old, whether they're 90 years old, whether they're 100 years old. They all deserve to live a lengthy, hearty, whatever. They all deserve life. Okay? Who
At
are
this point,
we
nothing. She dead.
to tell
She's
another
dead.
person
Nothing now.
what life how long they should live, and so on and so forth? I would hate
That would have been fine.
to get to that age and my children look
If she did no, that would have been fine. Now when she got checkups,
so
it would have been fine.
we're not
It
going
would
to
be
be
no.
so
It would be no.
I live long enough. You know what that's called? Murder.
Marina,
That's called
Marina, this job. Marina, stop this job. Marina, Tina, chin step. Lower than skirt.
They all deserve to live a lengthy, hearty, whatever. They all deserve life. Okay? Who are we to tell another person what life how long they should live, and so on and so forth? I would hate to get to that age and my children look at me and tell me, say, well, you know, you live long enough, so we're not going to do this and we're not going to do that, because you live long enough. You know what that's called? Murder.
But now go that far,
That's
girl.
called murder.
I won't go that far.
Murder. Neglect.
Neglect, yes,
Is-
not
is-
murder.
Is murder, technically. That's what it is. Murder.
Neglect, yes, not murder.
It might not be you taking a knife and stabbing the person. It might not be you taking a gun and shooting the person deliberately and say, okay, never kill you. Right? But neglect is called, neglect as it pertains to an elderly person, indirectly is called murder. Okay? Keyword here, neglect.
Is that the first degree or the second degree?
Okay?
I'm only asking.
So don't come on my live and tell me that Miss Richie lived an okay life and it was time for her to go. That's sickening and that's heartless. You wicked sons of bitches who are up on live, come tell me that she was 93 and it was time for her to go. How can we be so heartless as human beings? You ones who came on my live and said that
Lord
bullshit.
Jesus. She's about to get out.
In America, even the surgery.
Yes,
on
neglect, Sharon, not
93-year-old
matter.
people.
I'm agreeing.
They do surgery.
Neglect on the medical
Surgery
aspect
to
only.
save her life. As a matter of fact, the elderly in America, they're so protected that if you dare harm one of them, straight prison. If you make even hands fight them, straight prison. It's just like how them deal with the dogs, them over here, the animals, I saw them deal with elderly people. No questions asked. Prison. Straight guards them up. Prison. Like in other guards them up. Like in other laws, them up just straight prison. Just straight prison. 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 Automatically prison. Okay? Prison. They're extremely protected over here. So those of you who are living in Jamaica and you're telling me that it was her time to go,
Jamaica. The health care needs to fix up.
You know, I grew up differently. I grew up in a culture where the elderly is protected. That class of people is protected. Okay? And I don't see why Jamaicans back home don't see it that way, because when you think about it, elderly people who are the matriarchs and the patriarchs of the family, right? We should be showing, as Africans, we should be showing them the same amount of respect. But of course, you know, things and times have changed back home. You know what I mean? Things and times have changed back home. So elderly people, as it stands right now back home, is nothing to them. Because what? Them no business are old people that I don't know what time for them thing. That's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. Okay?
Pause.
What?
Olive, you are missing the fundamental principle here. The message I'm trying to convey to you. Whether Miss Richie lived to see 92, 91, 90, 67, 45, 23, 100, 200. Long as she had proper medical attention, regular checkups with the doctors, it would have been fine. But she had that. She didn't have that. This is why we are here now. Maybe if she had regular checkups with the doctors and the doctor would have picked up on what was happening in her. But let's be real. A heart attack or a stroke, it doesn't happen overnight. It's a buildup of things that happens within your body that triggers that domino effect. Let us be real. Let us all be real for once in our miserable lives. Let us all be real. It's a number of things, a number of factors have to trigger that domino effect inside of our bodies, right? So maybe if she was having regular checkups at the clinic, the doctors, the hospital, wherever, maybe they would have picked up on something in her blood, like her blood work or whatever, that would have said, listen, this needs urgent attention now. Are you missing what I'm saying, girl? You people are too dunce. Go to school. Educate yourself. The time you have sitting on social media and hating on people who have way more sense than you go to school and educate yourself.
The next thing again, this is my input. Hi, beautiful sister. How are you, my wonderful sister? Pink. Thanks to return the favor and give you one to Anne. Oh, thank you, my darling sister. How are you, my beautiful sister? How are you? Thank you. Love you, my sister. Guys, let me tell you something. All the money in the world, you see, you can use money and bribe people. Give people all this money. And when death come, money cannot save them. Look at Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Whitney daughter, Bobby Christina, Prince, Aaliyah, all the Left Eye, all these celebrities that have money. You know, all this money that they be giving to the Miss Richie, and they're not, you know, she's not going to the doctor. I am okay. Oh, that's so nice, my sister. That is lovely. And all that money and her health wise, she could have lived to see Abraham age. You know how old Abraham was? Anybody know about Abraham in the Bible? Everybody's supposed to know about Abraham, that Jesus tell to sacrifice his firstborn. Everybody's supposed to know about Abraham, right? So you say money can only buy food and clothes and other excess thing that you need. But you see, once it come to your illness and so, it cannot. You understand me? Because look, all these luxurious things and cakes and all of that, and look, the lady still die. You understand me? And I will not say she lived her life and she lived, you know, it is a blessing to live to see 121, 155. I see people live, I see white people, black American here, people in Africa live to see 200. It is a blessing to see Miss Richie live to see many more years, and that's the honest truth. I wish death upon no one. No one. So people can come out and praise the lady and say, oh, she did. Yes, she was visiting her. Yes, she was making. Yes, we know all of that. But we cannot give praise to someone who do not supposed to get. God get the praise. God get the glory. Yes, when she do what she's supposed to do as a stranger. Yes, we understand that she loved Miss Richie. But give what due to Caesar. Give what due to Caesar. No money could not save this lady. No, do this, do that, cakes could not save her. And that's just the bottom line, and that's just the period. Call a spade, and that's just the truth. Yeah, I love you, my sister. I really love you. Yes, I love you. Mm-hmm.
Of so much. Maybe it's your ignorance when you not make you do this. I don't understand it. Oh, you have to sit down in a woman's room. Right? Just across her bed from what she did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And chew it up.
Mm-hmm.
And I chew gum and like it's some big blood cleat street side pussy clot lavish lavish. Like it's some big fractal lavish. You go on with it in a woman bedroom. Just inches from where the woman blood clot dead. Bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, people.
She's upset. And when you're upset and you're rebellious, anything can come out, you know?
No form of reverence whatsoever to the woman's environment. Nothing. You understand? Nothing.
She's venting.
And the kick back and
The clout wasn't about Miss Richie, it was about them. The clout was not about Miss Richie, it was about them. Everything was about them to make them, and it's the truth. People don't even call a spade a spade.
She must win. She's supposed to
that's
win.
how you deal with that. That's how you show respect to a woman who lived such a dignified life when she was alive. No, sir. But probably our way of Birdsey. That woman is not grieving. Listen to me, mama. Listen, Birdsey. Listen to this, babes. Listen, babes. Listen. Mrs. Shibal for lesser things.
Hey!
Cry for lesser things.
Wicked people cry.
But she should cry by living in water. When she exposed the woman breast with her earring them. The woman breast. You remember the woman when it go around her?
My grandma lived till she was 90 odd. My granddad lived till he was 90 odd. My great grandma lived till she was 106
Okay.
years old. 106. So when are you gonna come for old age? Come good, babes. Alright? What you name, Patricia? Come good. Alright? Yeah.
I'm gonna cut my hair
She
off.
had pulled up when she acted like she was a Christian, and she had pulled up the woman's blouse, and the woman, one of the woman titty with her earring from in her nipple.
Okay, the party again. Remember that's me, the party again.
She cried for lesser things. But she should cry, ball, live in your water. When she exposed the woman breast with her earring them. The woman breast, you remember the woman when they go around her and she had pulled up when she acted like she was a Christian. And she had pulled up the woman's blouse and the woman hold the woman titty with her earring from in her nipple them exposed.
That was very funny.
And then 99 quadrum, then upon the live and ball living in your water.
That was very funny. It was
So
funny.
you mean, Bernzine, what do you mean grieve? No man. Come on, man.
Congrats.
Ain't no grieving there.
Clarence. Nothing so, Clarence.
Ain't no friggin' grieving there. The woman ball for less than that. And you're telling me that a woman who you claim you loved so much passed away. And this is how you're behaving just inches away from the bed she took her last breath? Where's your reverence? That was Shelley's matey. Oh, I'm not even out.
Who was Shelley's matey? Oh, the woman. Oh my God. I don't know if I see the one with the titty ring and Shelley. And the camera. Hold on. Are they saying the woman with the lip ring was Shelley's matey?
And then Panta Pipe now. One of the reasons why I was so disgusted when I listened to Lorno live last night, I made that laga. Right? The little old man, when did I take care of Miss Richie? Him come on and him attack. And him attack, I hear him no. Now we move after she done talk on the autopsy. Here early in coming. Now we move on from that and we move on to the next thing. Money. Eh? Him now want hear nothing from autopsy. Him a direct and a talk about. Let's move on from that now and move to the next business in line. Money. You know why early I behave like that? Money. Money.
No, pause. None of you is gonna come here and disrespect anyone's children. This is not about anyone's children or the care of their children. Have some respect for yourselves, ladies. Have some respect
Yeah, man,
for
it's
yourselves.
true,
You
man.
are mothers. A lot of you on here are mothers, grandmothers. Have some decorum about yourselves. You people are behaving like a pack of hyenas, as if you're saying people are not allowed to have freedom of speech. We live in democratic countries. We live in countries where we are allowed to voice our opinion and do so without any type of hindrance. A lot of you in America, what is your First Amendment right? Freedom of speech. Stop with your bullshit. Keep it cute or meat. If you have nothing constructive to say about the conversation I've had, don't comment, because your fingers are going to get you blocked. Just like the person who spoke negatively about Tina Chin's daughter just now. You got a hot block. You're being very disrespectful. I'm running my platform in a different way now. I won't disrespect any of you, nor will I disrespect anyone I'm talking about. So if you guys can't do the same, please exit my life. I didn't send for you, and no disrespect over here will be tolerated by any one of you. Keep talking, keep being disrespectful. I bet you that's going to be the last comment you make on my page. I bet you. Like you who got blocked just now.
You understand? A lot of things stood out to me. The money we earn is still on there and I thought, well, let's move on to, oh yes, and this.
I thought charity closed. Them not say charity now go on.
This dryad one, the next one, she went in sit down at the couch. When I want them here, when they sit down at the couch,
See them people,
the dryad one, she went in at the most, the other one, Claudine, what was she name?
No problem.
The dryad one was sitting down at the couch when they got the most of the talking on the YouTube last night. What's she name? On the video. Eh? Then when me listen, them go look for federal. Oh, them go look federal packet so quick. Post joke to blood. No, sir. She go look federal package. And Claudia, she name. she go look for funeral package and she take the highest one. No, that's not the word where she used. She said she maximize out. She maximize on the funeral package. So in other words, she's telling the listeners that she chose the highest funeral package. Which funeral in Jamaica costs $1 million?
Star Jones.
$1 million Jamaican dollar. Which funeral in Jamaica costs a fair look old lady?
Star Jones.
So you know what? There's so much money in this.
Chin, the one that cost the 1 million, it is Donna's longtime friend, childhood friend. Her name is Star Jones. She owns a funeral parlor in Jamaica. It's called Jones Funeral Home.
Dwayne.
Let us be real. This is a way, to me, of sucking people's money at one more time and using Miss Richie's death to do such a thing. Yes, I can understand. It's a good thing to want to incorporate your friend in the funeral care or the funeral aspect of the old lady. 1 million, that's a lot of money. Especially in Jamaica. Actually, I don't think it's a lot of money. But still, this is Jamaica we're talking about. I'm quite sure you can bury someone for less than probably 500,000, probably 600,000, not 1 million. That's a whole lot of money, a whole lot. And to be a friend of 99, I'm quite sure she could have given Donna a better deal because they are childhood friends. They are. And any friend of mine, especially when someone as close as Miss Richie died, someone as close as the deceased, they have to give me a better deal. And I'm sorry, we're friends. Yes, business comes before friendship, but still, 1 million is like, that's a stretch, a big stretch. Well, it's the truth. It's all connected. And TT always said it. Wow. Oh my God. What are you talking about, Belinda? I'm lost. Someone got an exceptional good funeral last Saturday for 400,000. See what I'm saying? My God. It's a lot of money. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. If you don't even have it, why go way out? Right, Crystalline. So true. So true. But let's be real. See these planter people? They are like, a lot of them are cash cows. I too was once a cash cow over there. I'm not gonna lie. But let's be real. Anything I did over there, I did it because I wanted to, and not because I looked at myself as a cash cow. I just did it because it was the right thing to do. But let's be real now. Like, this is gonna be a one-time thing only. And once that person goes in the grave, the box is gonna rot, the body's gonna rot, everything's gonna rot. So I'm quite sure they could have gone a little bit cheaper. It's a little bit cheaper, not that great cheaper, but a little bit cheaper. Is that your yellow bus? Maybe Goldberg. Is that Goldberg? Is that your yellow bus? I love it. Maybe I love you. Is that your yellow bus? Is that meant to represent your yellow bus? It's cute. It's really cute. It's cute.
Lady when she did. You know what? Collect up all these millions for this old lady in her debt, right? But when she was alive, nobody really cared for her. Nobody really cared for her when she was alive. If all that money was being spent on Miss Richie when she was alive, she would have lived, like I said last night. If they had spent all that money or even more money on Miss Richie, she would have lived to see extra hours, extra days, extra weeks, extra months, extra years. She would have been with social media for longer.
Pause. Pinching that part. I'm going to say none of us are God. This part, I'm going to say none of us are God. And none of us knows the minute, the hour, nor the time we're gonna pass away. So this part, I'm kind of not gonna agree with this part. Maybe this part, I'm not gonna say yay. I won't, because none of us knows the time we're gonna die. None of us. Miss Richie could have lasted another year, maybe, absolutely, maybe.
We don't know the time or the day, Dwayne, but sometimes prevent is better than cure. So what you talk, Dwayne? What you say? What you say?
Not so sure about that, because none of us know. I could go to my bed tonight and die. Any of you could go to your bed tonight and die. So based on that part, what you're saying, I'm gonna like say maybe no. I'm not gonna read that part there. But most of what you said so far, I agree with. Just on that part. To tell you guys, I'm gonna be an unbiased blogger. I don't care.
If all that money was spent on her in life, now you're going to spend all that money on her in death, supposedly. You're going to spend all of that in death.
I cut my hair, guys. I'm going to put this rings in my hair on the normal light colored. So I'm going to try this and see it work.
She don't bury dead.
No, she said she don't bury dead. She said, yes, she's dead. Pause.
Should I have shown a collection plate to
pause. You're bringing back a lot of memories for me. Einstein did say she don't deal with sick people. She won't help sick people. She won't do a lot of stuff. But she did also say the only person she will be responsible for to bury is Miss Richie. Yeah, she said that. She did. Do you guys remember that albino lady who had cancer? Do you guys remember her? What's her name again? That albino lady who had she had cancer all over her body, even on her skin. The albino lady. Do you guys remember her? Oh God, what's her name again? That woman, and she had a son, but she passed away from cancer. Even her, that she played with 99 for help, and it didn't happen. A lot of people played with 99 for help. Even Drew played with 99 for help for her. Cavell, that's it. Oh my God. You see, it's always good. More than one brain together, it actually is a good thing. Cavell. A lot of people went to 99 for illness, and 99 turned them away. But in saying what I'm saying, I kind of remember her saying the only person she was responsible for to bury is Miss Richie. So I kind of don't understand now how, Dwayne, please go and get the sore. Please go and get the sore inside your mouth cured and leave the dead woman a t-shirt. If I had a sore in my mouth, trust me, I know the right places to go get it figured out. If that's the best you can do, come better next time. I'm not gonna block you. Actually, I'm gonna block you. Yeah, I'm gonna block you. I told you not to say it. Enough. Yeah, basically, Miss Donna said.
What's up, my beautiful sister? Donna did not wait till Miss Richie did.
A lot of people went there for illness.
Richie did to give Rose. She did it while she was alive. Come on.
Yeah, only Miss Richie said. Only Miss Richie. Guys,
Man, who you are trying to fool. You all are some big fool.
Fabricated lies. I'm done with that. I just don't want to be part of that anymore. If I'm gonna call out stuff, I'm gonna call out stuff. I'm gonna call it out and be real and honest and transparent. No point telling lies on people. It makes no sense.
The burner did enough. I think she say I use it against me enough for try to shame me enough because they used to help people with their funeral expenses years ago.
Let me drop it up behind
it. But bury this look. Spend all that money on her in death, supposedly. You're going to spend all of that with her in death for a 93-year-old lady when her body is no longer alive.
Absolutely. Let them help. They're supposed to. If they love her.
No, 98 did say she don't bury dead. 98 said she don't bury dead enough. Should I have thrown a collection plate for burying her dead enough? I think she say I use it against me enough for try to shame me enough because they used to help people with their funeral expenses years ago. I bury this little girl. And that chat about, you know. I help bury a little girl, a little 80-year-old girl who for family poor and live right at Elshot beachside, the way them poor. Right at Elshot beachside, so now I look up zinc house hut. The little girl and her mother and father live. And the little girl dropped down and dead. Yeah? And that's the story was so sad, it made the news. She says, I'm going to do a little backup story. The butlers. Okay. Right? The butlers.
Pause.
The story was so sad.
Have I told any lies on you, Marjorie? Hard? Have I ever told any lies on you? If I have, I'm sorry, okay? If I haven't, I'm sorry I told lies on you. Alright, babes? I hope you're well done. Or did you go to prison? Oh God, you're the one I sent to prison for 10 years, right? I'm sorry I sent you to prison for 10 years. Accept my sincerest apology. At the time, I had to tell a lie on you, because if you didn't go to prison, I would have gone to prison. So I had to put you, I had to throw you under the bus and not me. So you went to prison for it. I'm so sorry though. Alright, Marjorie? Lad, but no. I thought you were talking to me. Jesus Christ. But no, seriously, Tina Chin, a lot of things Tina Chin saying here, I actually agree with her. A lot of things.
Sad, it made the news.
If I hear anything that comes out, I don't agree with, I'll call it out. To
bury this little girl. Because the family was poor, dirt poor. I couldn't bury the little girl, and the little girl body there for ice so long. Until it made the news. And I end up help the little girl family and raise $2,000, so only $2,000 raise, you know.
Joanne, if you're talking to me, I have life insurance, darling. It's just that I don't go into my business to you or anyone. So I hope you're not talking to me. I hope not. And let's be real, my life insurance is worth more than $1 million Jamaican dollars. Just saying. Just saying. Alright, girl? Just saying.
Right? And when we raised the $2,000 in a GoFund, it's a very public campaign we launched for the little girl, but everybody can see and drop their money in it because it was the star, it was in the Observer. When we helped the little girl, I raised the $2,000, some drunk crowd report the GoFundMe. And the little girl body have to sit down even longer because it take another 2 weeks for me clear the GoFundMe from the fraud, the fake fraud city with him report. They have to make Mr. Butler go to one justice of the peace because he couldn't write, he couldn't read. He did illiterate. And somebody didn't have to write the letter for him, have him take a picture with the letter and send it to me so that we can send it to GoFundMe for make them know say it's legit. And they ended up releasing the $2,000 and then I wired it to the funeral home so that they could bury the little girl. And then Mr. Butler got the rest of the money of what was left for that little girl's funeral. And because of that, when 99 she come on the scene now in the future, a couple of years later, when she come on and start do this good deeds thing where she claim a charity, she sit down on her same flat ass and start dash her about for me and talk, oh, she not very dead. She not very dead. I remember it clear as day. I'ma just hear it over and over again and cut me eye and move on.
I won't say nothing to this because I don't know.
Ratty.
I won't say nothing to this.
Says she not very dead. She not use her money very dead. Yes, she said it. That for sure you her lack of respect.
Intermission to my good supporters only, not the strays who want to come in and try and calm me down for my thoughts. I'm asking you kindly, please like my video and share it too. Thank you. Only to my good people. The rest of them, they won't like, they won't do a damn thing. All they're going to do is throw shade and cuss and whatever. And I'm not trying to reach out to you. I'm trying to reach out to my good supporters. Send your angry faces, mad people. Send them. Show how mad you are. Because you're mad for the truth. You're mad for the truth.
That's heartless of you. Heartless. And she did say she don't need nobody money for bury Miss Richie. She will bury Miss Richie. She did say that.
I told you. I remember that part.
She did say that for the world to hear. So this is not something that anybody pick up on and make up on and say life on her. Because in order for you to be credible, you have to tell the truth. Even if you're not her friend, you tell the truth.
This part, you're right. She said
she did say that.
She did. She did. She did. Don't know how you did.
You understand?
You did.
I don't know what drama to that life there. That day there, the last life of Miss Richie did it on. I don't know what drama to that life. Because usually I don't watch. Usually I don't watch. I know of the lady, and I've seen her on social media a lot of times, the elder lady, Miss Richie, but I don't usually sit and watch the entire lives.
She did, Cheryl.
You understand? We will just catch a little glimpse and go about business. But that day, for some weird reason, I sit down and take in the lady. And I said to myself, when I look at the lady, you know, I say, why does this lady look so swollen? That's the first thing I saw. Her swollen face. Her pale face.
Sean, you're funny.
That's what I saw, you know. Right, I was watching the Dead Live like a few hours later. That's before she died. Hours earlier than the day me I watch it. I mean, I said, why that lady look so? She don't look like her usual self. Anybody know Miss Richie always she look bright and her skin shine and her eye them bright because she used to have some bright eyes. And her teeth them are green and, you know, and she well talky. And I said, oh, she looks so. I said, damn, I so long me to watch this, yeah? I swear to God that me I said to myself, I so long me to watch this. Her ear, even her ear. Her ear look like she don't get groomed. Like her ear just look gray and ash. Like it want to wash.
Hi everyone, good evening.
You know, she didn't look like her usual self. But, you know, it's social media and honestly, I wouldn't think that she wasn't taking care of the lady. But the more I watch the live,
hi everyone.
Right? Me I watch the live and me I hear them talk about vitamin.
Pause,
Hi
Team Chin.
everyone.
I hear you, but for me, I'm not going to say she wasn't taken care of. Because let's be real, she had a roof over her head, she had food to eat every day, and I'm quite sure she had showers, and she's always dressed in a nice 90s, etc. The only part I have an issue with is the health care. Those needs were not met. And I'm sure this is what you're trying to convey. Well, I'm sure I'm going to hear you convey that message at some point. But the only thing I have a problem with at this point is Miss Richie's healthcare needs. That's it. Yeah, it wasn't. They didn't care for her healthcare. They didn't, as best as they should.
One idea. Not the cut in her eyes.
I know something was wrong with her.
Helen,
She named Sharon Rickett said, I know something was wrong with her. That's what the lady said. She named Sharon Rickett. She said,
you know.
I'm going to pause the way, because the comments they may read on his platform. Sharon Ricketts said, I know something was wrong with her too. Wow. You look at everything Dana does because you know much more than Dana. Go sit your ass down. Mirati, there's somebody answer Sharon now, you know. How is it? How is it back to school? Why don't she go help the kids? What is her name? Tasha say, I gone have our wash place. You know she ate her. Mirated. Then people are doing the easy. Big up yourself. Tina, Marcia. When once people can voice your opinion, it is no social media. Mirated. People gone over Dana yard making one woman mad. You up. Mirated that doing them attack to you know people. She never watched the ending live, but all Dana live she know everything from start to finish. Mirated. People over there chat Tina. Oh my God, you people are hey. People make a run in it because them are right up in the comments over doing. Them are right up. Them are talk up the things.
And now that I go back to the live, after Miss Richie passed and I went back and checked the live, I'm going to say, this friggin' woman here, knew she wasn't taking care of Miss Richie. She knew. Mighty God, you knew you weren't taking care of the woman. Number two, where Ernie can do. Ernie, him look, the happiest we ever see Ernie, the happiest. When there's talk about money. The happiest now, Ernie, happy, like them probably boost him up and tell him they're going to get some money. You know, them old man, they're Jamaica State. The man happy, the man have this outspoken personality now. You know, notice how him a talk now. And I take over thing now. Oh, and this and that. Let's move on from there now. And when since Ernie gets so talkative and controlling, in control of the situation. And then number two, why is 99 not out there walking foot and taking care of these things? Why is it Claudine and the man doing these things? Why is she sitting there asking all these questions? Why wasn't she at the forefront dealing with all of these things? Why isn't she at the forefront dealing with these things? Why isn't 99 at the forefront dealing with these situations? She should be the one out there speaking to the funeral parlor, the funeral director, and then she gonna say, you see the body? You see the body? The body stiff. So wait there, you don't go look on the woman since the woman dead? Since the woman dead, you not even go fart back on the woman? You ask her if the woman stiff, if she's stiff. What she look like? Oh, she this, she that. What she look like?
She's stiff.
Oh, then it is
Honestly,
this. So wait there, you know.
Pause. Honestly, I didn't want to talk on that part. I heard that part, right? But I would say 99. That was a very corny, very corny question. Let's be real. When we die, we're all stiff. We all.
I think Dana was just maybe clowning out herself. That's just my opinion. Guys, just listen. Maybe she was just, I don't know, because I don't think nobody that make a stupid and a silly statement like that and a ridiculous statement. And guys, me could be honest, me could be frank, call a spade a spade. I don't think nobody that come out and make a ridiculous statement. I don't know if that was a fun or it was a joke. I don't know what it is. But you know, to see people sit on the platform and entertain that part, what she said, people come on. Nobody dare to correct her. Everybody's come out and say, oh, 99, good night. Oh, like, seriously, guys? Seriously? You don't make silly jokes and silly things and silly remarks. You don't do that. I don't care what y'all say. You don't do that. Period.
What do you mean, Peter? This is not nonsense. This is constructive criticism. This is not nonsense. It's nonsense to you. It's not nonsense to me. Nonsense. That was the wrong question to ask in such a moment. Like,
Yeah.
Place for everything, and that question was not the right time to ask such a question. Maybe you should have asked, like, maybe not on social media, but not while he was on the camera. No.
I don't care if you want to be seen and recognized all the time. There is time and place for everything. There is a time and place for everything. And when it's not a time and place, you don't bring things like that to the front porch and to the front page and think it is funny, because it is not funny at all. It is not funny. It is not. Sometimes we need to know when to talk, when not to talk. Sometimes we need to zip our mouth. Know when to zip, when to open your damn mouth. And it's the truth, guys. We're being real and being honest with each other. Come on. Come on.
Right, well, baby, do your thing. Do your worst. Do your worst.
You don't do nothing from Miss the woman then. Absolutely nothing at all.
I forgot pink. I forgot buy my daughter some stuff. I forgot pink.
The same ignorance was shown when she went right after she dead. Right? Immediately followed, the minutes and the hours after her death, when she did go back to Miss Richie house, and the same ignorance she showed. You understand? Oh, so when the doctor said, when they bring her body in, when the doctor said, so me I said to myself, so you, when they rush Miss Richie to the hospital, you never go in either? Ernie alone do everything? No, man. No.
This is the same thing I said to Maxine, and Maxine take it offense because Maxine is dumb and naive. I said to her, when things happen to you, there's certain things that do not let the enemy into, and there's certain things when you know, you must know when to zip your mouth. And she come out and go on and tell me, oh, my mouth big. This is the same thing now. I don't think Dana should come out and try to pull a joke, or I don't know what was she trying to pull a stunt, but this stunt did not work, because now you give your enemy things to talk about you, and this is the truth. You give your enemy things, just like if me know say, you're not like me, I'm going to sleep with your son. What that make me? That make me stupid, because I can't know say you're not like me, I'm going to sleep with your nephew or your son, I go take your husband. This will give you ammunition for fire out for me. This will give you things to talk about. This will give you things to disgrace me and scandal me. And that's just the truth. That's just the truth. Period. Bottom line. I'm using myself as an example. I'm not using nobody else. You understand me? And that's just the truth. Sometimes we have to know our time and place for things. And sometimes this is not the place and time. You understand me? Like today I have to shut my maths teacher down in the maths class. I have to shut him down. Then him have to correct himself. Like sometimes you have to make people know that you're wrong. You need to, fix yourself or fix your speech. And that's what I did today. Period. Yeah. Sometimes this is not the place and the time.
So how? It's only today, yesterday. For the last couple of days, I was cussing out 99's brother, right? I was cussing out with people, right, who pissed me off, right? Why I wasn't, and you know what I realized with people, even when people trouble me and I cuss them, you guys have an issue. So have an issue with me now for the truth, the undiluted truth. Have an issue with me now. Hate me for the truth. Miss Richie's medical needs was not adhered to. Miss Richie's medical needs were not met. Hate me for that. Because it's true. They did not meet her medical needs. It is negligence on all sides. Neglect for her medical needs. Unlucky. I hope whenever you people get old too, when the people are doing the same thing. Since you don't see a problem with it, I hope. Did I not take you off? I swear I took you off. I swear I took you off. I'm gonna prove nothing. It's in your face. It's in your face. The evidence is in your face. The evidence is already in your face, but you're blind to see it. You're blinded to not see it. You understand? That's even all right. People, let me be unbiased here, right? Even if you're gonna get some of the money, let's say Ernie and all of you are gonna get a little chupans for yourself after Miss Richie dead, right? At the end of the day, what you should have done, 99, was to scrape up yourself, come off of your body, and go the forefront, upright and center, to figure out about federal arrangement.
This right here, guys, I don't think she want nothing from Miss Richie. Guys, we're going to be honest and we're going to be frank. I do not think Donna need nothing from Miss Richie. Because if she was doing for her, what make you think she gonna take from her while she dead now? I don't think she need nothing, guys. I make we be honest, I make we be frank. I do not think 99 need nothing from Miss Richie. Nothing. Because she never need nothing then when she was alive. What do you think she gonna take from the dead? I do not think Donna need nothing from Miss Richie. I do not think so. That part there is a no-no for me, and that's a red flag. She don't need nothing from Miss Richie, and that's just the honest truth. She don't. She never did take from her then. She not gonna take from her now.
Your brother all the time say your mouth is your gift and all of these other stuff. Your mouth should be your gift in this instance. It should be your gift.
You see, sometimes the enemy and people come and use our own thing and beat we, and it's the truth. Sometimes we make our enemy come and use things and beat we, and it's the truth. Because to be honest, guys, the way Maxine ate me, you think me could go pick up Maxine's son and date him? You think me could go in a Maxine family and date none of our family? You think me a crackhead? You think me a mad girl in a clean clothes to go date none of Maxine family know that she not like me? If I'm in a mad, eh? Me well sober and select. Oh, Anne-Marie, please Google what is the meaning of hold on, let me take this. And Google it as she say. Come here phone because she said for Google something. What the hell happened to my new phone? Okay.
Hands on trying to figure out, okay, let me see if we get this, let me see if we get you send this woman named Claudine to go deal with the funeral, and Claudine, she not no sense either. You can tell that she not no sense, she can't barely talk and explain herself. Yeah? Because you hear what she said? She gonna maximize for the funeral. What do you mean you gonna maximize for a funeral? And
That is the thing with us. When people pronounce word and they don't pronounce it right, we're quick to criticize them. If you know what the person is saying, just come out and say, no bash the person, man. And everybody good at pronouncing word and with pronunciation. It's not everybody is good at pronunciation and pronounce word, guys. Come on. Come on. It's not everybody was born to be educated. Cause look on blood clot Maxine. Maxine said she can't read and she dumb no fuck. Maxine blood clot get throat her daughters and Maxine and the first Maxine get throat. Come go talk logic now. And the first Maxine get throat her daughter house. Maxine should have known say this can happen anytime because her daughter not afraid to throw her out. As she sleep, she slide. You think Maxine should have set her better, do her something better. Even she that thief for her son and her daughter, but the Maxine should have 130,000 snatch way. That if push come to shove and the daughter throw out again, Maxine has something for her life. But all Maxine do is a throw a body partner and a pay a man, one man for fuck her, pay for him, and it still never happen. You see me a show no? I don't have education. You so dumb fucking no. You know no dumb? You have some dumb rassing of people. Miss Richie dead from nothing to do with Call upon Maxine can't read. Look on the situation, the position, and she can't friggin' read and write as can. Every day she come out and tell me how me fucking done. So I make me more silly than blood clot Maxine. Me never da go company blood clot me and go and Maxine and go on. Me never da go a run from pillar to post. Me never da go drive up and down in a 190 something degree in a car. Knowing me not have gas and can't run off of water. Me never da go in a Burger King and accidents where me can go get food stamp. I would have never do all for that. Cause wisdom is knowledge. Knowledge is what? Huh? Talk to me, the people. Type it in. One if me an idiot. Talk to me. At 12 hours de pan ya. Maxine is a dickhead and a crackhead and a cocksucker, batty washer and batty liquor. Them are idiot and them are educated people as can't to them. And dumb as a Ross and dumb as a motherfucker. I wanna get the enemy things to come in and talk and me don't talk. I'm afraid of it's honor open hell gate and open the enemy gate for coming in.
Any minute now. Pretty much that's what her life came down to.
Oh my.
Any minute now.
Anything some people blood clot and go on is hers. Did you see the report from the autopsy? Did you see oh me attack? Me? You ask me if I'm in a wanting. I mean attack Miss my name there. I don't want I mean I ask, cause to be honest, I don't live in Jamaica, I live in the United States of America. And I do not want to see Miss Richie autopsy. I don't know that the elderly lady. May her soul rest in peace. And that's not my place. That's not my. But just come to give me honest opinion. I just don't want nobody a cuss no done said. All right, my beautiful sister. All right, yeah, talk to what she named. All right, my beautiful sister, listen. All I want to know, this lady, she lived for 90 something and I respect her. 90 something. For them young people, you know, so them do the woman 13-year-old daughter, some family member, and they sit there rape her and beat her in front of her mother and her father and beat her, broke her up. Why may I tell the father God, me don't know how them man and get heart attack and them penis not dead from the root come to the tip of the hood. Me don't know. Me don't know. Me say, I don't want some woman who will take pill and fuck on you and bust the vein on the blood clot body and bust the vein on the head. Make me gonna tiff to and dead and the fuck. And that's some man a rapist want. And I choke me attack. And it just more the woman gonna take some woman sex pill and fuck on the till on the balls blue and the body chip up bad. And the too wicked. And for your family member for rape at 15-year-old. Or 14-year-old and do her and beat her and mash her up. So, me tell you, so the event where me have not my heart for some other man when me hear rape. Me not like some things that I don't want to catch you and do. Me not like with no apology. I'm gonna get some strong pussy tight. My pussy tight. I'm gonna get some pussy tight now. If it tight me more. Me done the whole of no cocky head bruise up. Me mean mash it up. I want all the vein on the head bust when me a fuck. I want all the vein on the cocky bust and make on the dead from the root. That's so crucial me is to no kind of wicked fear rape people, girl pitney. You rape the girl in front of her mother and her father and beat her and broke her up. When there's some wicked bastard in Jamaica. Try to picture that she have a heart attack with the wrong with the which is wrong. Well, I mean I know if you say no, where say which is wrong. Post that picture that she have a heart attack, which is wrong. But I also she have a heart attack. But them not live in Jamaica, them can't just speculate, mama. My sister, them can't speculate and say heart attack she have, you know, and them don't see the autopsy. Them don't get the autopsy paper, them not get no. So them are gonna say heart attack, them chat too much to man. Them go pay them money to do the autopsy on the woman if that's the case. Then pussy wall Maxine, they're not worried for me. If anything me write for me that not spell right, you know when me I try spell, so you need to fix it blood clot because you're so educated, your pussy wall stretch out and down, your pussy wall wear out, your pussy wall beat up and damage. Now have no use. That is why I tell you to Google the thing. Type. Me go type it in, my darling. Me go type it in. And my 3 phone them me depend. 1, 2, me depend one of the iPhone. And me add the other one, me go use it on this Google it. And me depend it. Let me Google it now. On my other phone, my beautiful family. I'm gonna Google it now. Alright, bossy? Alright. Alright. I'm gonna Google it now. Just to make you feel good, my family. I'm gonna Google it now while you're here. I that me like doing. I like Google things, you know. Oh. You stop tell people say them dunce, man. If you don't know what people are say, when you come out and correct you, so my audience are correct me. And me and her talk nice pan my platform because she are correct me, and I appreciate that, my audience. I appreciate that. Me read it and you tell me, and you tell me something, you give me the definition. I like that because I read your comments and I understand what you're saying, and I appreciate you for that. I really appreciate you. I'm gonna Google it right now on the live. Me appreciate you, and I'm telling you that. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you. Dana did a live reading the autopsy report. Okay, Dana did a... Hold on, let me see for that you say. Hold on. Pussy old Maxine, I read for me now because you say me dance. So you tell me, they make me send me even still in a school. I'm supposed to stop going to school if me can't read. Me need to stop. Me need to go to school tomorrow and just cuss out my teacher. Them and say, me see how long me there at school and me can't read. You know? Donna did a live reading the autopsy report. Okay, my darling. Okay. Okay. Me what doing I say.
I'm saying this with no apology. If Miss Richie was my family, I would have said the same thing. That woman deserved proper health care. So none of you gonna come here, come try and calm me down. None of you. Tina is basically saying the same thing I said this morning. The same thing. She should have had proper health care. And if you guys can't see that, then only is a dumb. Only just
a better understanding. You
and there's no point going back and forth
play
with dumb people. You all need to go.
And when them say my glass already, them not call me yet.
Bring yourself to the dumb fest, Donna. Bring yourself to the dumb fest.
Better understanding. You can play the blogger live name. Okay, you will get a full understanding. All right, no problem. So I get a full understanding. Okay.
It looked to me like she had a mini stroke.
She did not Jamaican
stuff, you know. That was the warning right there, you know. That mini stroke, you know. Where I had them stick this jar rubber her hand. She had a mini stroke, but none of them did.
So basically what I'm getting, right, so Miss Richie clearly must have been in some kind of pain. She must have been in pain.
All right, my beautiful. I heard you loud and clear. Yep.
And that's sad. That's a sad part. She was in pain.
Get up.
May her soul rest in peace. She was a lovely woman. Very joyful.
I love you.
May her soul rest in peace.
Every night.
Didn't even realize it, that she had a mini stroke. This is why her face was so swollen. This is why she looked so swollen. She looked swollen. I mean, I look at me and say, why that woman here look so fat? She looked old, like she looked swollen. A lot of us saw it. A lot of us who was watching that live saw it.
You know, so I heard someone said Miss Richie was traveling. I just pray to God when it's my time.
Guys, I don't really follow Donna, you know, so I don't know much about Miss Richie. That's why I don't say much about Miss Richie, guys. If you notice, I don't follow up Miss Richie's story and stuff like that. You hear me? Yeah. I don't. When you're not doing nothing, you don't put your nose in nothing, right, guys? You don't come out and speculate and all these stuff because you're not participating in nothing, you're not helping out with nothing. Don't come out and say nothing. And that's just the truth. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about Miss Richie and all of that. No. Stop listening to liar doing. and Tina Chin and Marie. People, we just, we just listen. We just listen, my family. We just listen, man. So Maxine, anything me can read and anything me spell and not spell right, you must know what me I say. Cause I have nobody in this room and my daughter room I read for me. Nobody in here but me, myself and I, because she enjoying her summer, she gone her family. So you tell me who I read for me and that me why you tell me. Might as well me stop go to school and go sit down pan body like what you used to do. Because you used to sit down pan body regularly. Maxine, you suck with till your mouth look like body. Maxine, you suck out till all your mouth look like body. You think me done with you? You think me done with you? You say, now come back out, come back out and talk to me. Because Maxine, you suck till your mouth look like wood. One them ugly wood. I don't know what I gotta do. What I gotta do? My daughter not there. So I gotta blow up my ear, flatten it out, and do what I for do. Yeah. Yeah, me say Maxine, you suck out till your mouth look like body. You suck all different kind of body till your mouth look like all different kind of body. So anything me can read, big me know say police now look for me. Because me can read dirty Maxine. So check yourself. But them a look for you because you're ugly hole. I kill the man them and you're ugly hole. You not get no man. And your mouth, you look like all of the ugly body them where you take.
In my conversation, have I disrespected anyone I'm talking about? I'm conversing to you guys.
Guys, me I put some condition on me ear because me I broke my ear, my ear to stay so.
And I will still continue to maintain Miss Richie, being the age that she was, she should have had proper medical care. She should have had a general practitioner assigned to her. She should have had nurses perhaps assigned to her. She should have had consultants perhaps assigned to her and doctors assigned to her. Shit, maybe, I don't know how Jamaica run their healthcare system, but maybe she should have had regular home visits by some healthcare professional. Just maybe. Maybe then they would have picked up on things that was happening in her body. And maybe, just maybe, we wouldn't be where we are right now. Rose, are you understanding what I'm saying to you? Rose, I know you have a parent. You have parents. And I'm quite sure you ensure, if you have any ill family members, you ensure they have regular checkups in the hospital. Same concept applies, you're applying to your family. It's the same concept I'm applying to Miss Richie, because she had people entrusted, her care was entrusted in these people's hands, right? I'm not blaming 99 100%. I'm not blaming any of them 100%, because let's be real, a lot of factors pertaining to Miss Richie's needs were met. The only part I have an issue with is the fact that she didn't have regular checkups in the doctors. If she did, maybe we wouldn't be where we are right now. Is this so hard to comprehend? Is this hard for any of you to comprehend? Put yourselves in Miss Richie's shoes. How would you feel? I rest my case.
That's just me talking like a regular person where I view the video.
Yeah, she's dead now. Exactly, Chantel. She's dead now. There's nothing we can do to bring her back. Nothing at all.
The time when 99 came from Canada.
Pause, Tinchin, sorry. Yes, you're right, Chantel. She is dead now. And there's nothing any of us can do to bring her back. Absolutely nothing. Because none of us are God. None of us can blow breath into people's lungs. None of us can bring people back from the dead. She's dead. But I'm quite sure everyone have learned something from this tragedy. Every one of you have learned something from what's happened. Every one of you, including myself. We've all learned something. We have. Not because someone's elderly, up in age, that doesn't mean that they do not deserve proper medical care by the right entities, because everyone does, including you, the young children, the teenagers, the adults. Every single one of us deserve proper health care. Every single one of us. And she did too. It just so happened that that aspect of her care was somewhat neglected. Do you get it? Do you guys get it? Even if you don't get it, I don't care. I know what I'm saying, and I stand by what I'm saying. Dwayne, don't be too sweet about that. Some is as thick as... Oh, Lord.
And was on the line with Miss Richie. 99 says she have stuff to do and can't bring her to the doctor the day after. Listen to my man. Listen.
You said, but you saw it. Your mother is responsible for your predicament. If she takes better care of you and taking you to the doctor, well, let me read again. Your mother is responsible for your predicament. If she taking better care of you and take you to your doctor visits. Madhouse, my mother, my amazing mother, Maureen Dayton, my amazing mother has stood with me come hell or high house. My family, they have stood with me come hell or high house. At points in my life where I couldn't do anything for myself pertaining to my doctor visits or whatever I wanted to get done, they had to step in. They had to step in to take care of what I needed, right? Imagine being a fully grown adult and your fully grown mother had to shower you, had to wash you, had to dress you. Madhouse, you can't talk to me. When you talk about my mother, now you're gonna get me out of character. Now you're gonna get me out of character. Don't speak on my mother as if saying, you know, my mother. Who are you? You know what? I'm gonna block you. I'm fully blocking you from my page. I don't need you on my page. Ban you. Just ban you. Take your phone and go. Hello? You're on my live. What's up? Talk to me.
Yes. Hello? Good evening.
You're on my live. What's up? Talk to me.
Good evening.
Turn the live down. Please turn the live in your background.
Listen, I am listening to your program here right now. Hold on, let me turn this down. Let me turn this down. Yeah, I'm listening to your program here right now. And do anybody ask if Miss Richie had ever complained about what's going on with her?
That we would never know.
Nobody, and I don't know if anybody had seen it on any live that Miss Richie had complained and said, my head is hurting me, my chest is hurting me, my back is hurting me. Take me to the doctor. Miss Richie never complained.
Perhaps you're right.
So how would they know to take Miss Richie unless by watching all these lives, I've seen where Donna took Miss Richie to the doctor.
They should have used common sense. Let me answer that for you. Let me answer for you. They should have used common sense to know that someone of her stature, someone of her age bracket should have had regular medical checkup by the healthcare professionals to determine if there's anything abnormal happening in her body, and maybe they would have actually been able to address it before we got to where we are right now. Get what I'm saying?
And can I just finish what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I'm sorry. Absolutely.
Miss Richie, a male nurse, a doctor, anybody can take care of Miss Richie. Ernie taking care of her. Ernie is her family. Claudia is her family. Norman is her family. Donna is only there to assist them because of knowing Miss Richie for so long. Number one, Donna should not know everything about Miss Richie. They should know more about Miss Richie than Donna, unless Miss Richie had told Donna all those things. You understand? Why don't we just let sleeping dog lies and try to do the best we can by letting Miss Richie rest in peace?
You know why?
Instead of everybody's going around making all these drama.
You know why it won't rest? Because every opportunity 99 gets, every opportunity Donna Gal gets, she throws it.
Don't blame anybody. Don't blame anybody. Don't blame Donna. Don't blame Miss Richie. Don't blame Ernie. Don't blame Claudia. Just let us work with the situation and bury Miss Richie in peace. That's not nice. We are all Jamaican. And be honest with you, I am so ashamed of all this that's going on in the media. I am so ashamed. It's not right. It's not right.
But let's be real.
Don't blame anybody. Put Miss Richie to peace.
Let's be real.
And I would say this trending drama, people are calling in and saying, neglect. Miss Richie never complained. I watched Miss Richie when she come on live several times. She never yet complained. She never said my head hurting me, my foot hurting me also. And if Donna sees something, she would take her. I remember one time Donna take her to the doctor. Sit outside in her car. And the doctor can check Miss Richie.
Can I interject now?
Miss Richie never complained.
Can I interject now?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I'm still going to hold out to my statement and say Miss Richie is an elderly lady. She deserves, at her age, she needs to have regular, if not every month, if not every 2 months, at least every 6 months, at least 1 time, 2 times for the year. Hold on, hear me out. At least 2 times for the year, go to the doctors and get some type of checkup to see if everything in her body is going as it should, right? I'm not saying 99, Annie, Claudia, Norman, they do great in certain aspects, because they did a great job in certain aspects. However, in terms of Miss Richie's medical needs,
they should be the one.
I'm not done.
Can I say something?
I gave you a chance. Wait, let me finish my point. I don't want to lose my point. Based on her
No, I'm not losing your point, but I'm just saying this. They should be the one. Norman and Claudia should be the one responsible to call Donna and say, Donna, so and so, can we take Miss Richie or we can do this? They are the caretaker. And matter of fact, even when she was dying, they're the ones to go in and talk about Miss Richie.
But let's be real, caller. Donna
is not the one to go in the hospital and say anything.
I hear you.
Because she's not the caregiver. She only provides.
I hear you. However, Donna inserted herself into the narrative and saying she's only responsible for Miss Richie. Bear in mind, she didn't graduate Miss Richie off her program, which means she's saying to the world, I'm taking full responsibility for this person. So in that aspect, I will still continue to maintain common sense.
I understand.
Common sense should have prevailed on all of these fully grown adults to know this old woman who's up in age, who's prone to all types of ailments. They should have known to take her to some kind of entity to ensure everything in her body is acting how it's supposed to be. Everything in her body is intact. I'm still going to say...
But do you know that if she's not complaining? She's not complaining.
It's not about complaining. It's not about
she's
complaining.
Not complaining to anyone.
It's not about whether complaining or complaining not. They should have known someone in her age bracket, she should have had a regular healthcare checkup, i.e. gone to the clinic.
Exactly so, but no one can say Donna didn't take her. No one can say Ernie didn't take her.
I can say
Donna was in Canada when she told Ernie to take her.
Exactly, and that
you know what I mean?
Donna,
Miss Richie can talk for herself.
Donna should have.
It's not that Miss Richie cannot talk.
Donna should have not had to tell any of them to take Miss Richie to the doctor. They should have used their own initiative and their own common sense to know this lady should have gone to the doctor.
Caregiver is the one that knows more about the patient.
But Donna is a part of giving
caregiver is the one that knows more about the patient.
Donna,
they're related to Miss Richie, and they should know more.
That's besides the point. Donna is also affiliated with Miss Richie's giving care to Miss Richie.
Well, I disagree with you in saying that.
That's okay.
She done her best, and let us all respect the situation and put Miss Richie to peace. Instead of we all making a big deal out of this. We all Jamaican. We all Jamaican, and it sounds so bad for us to carry on like this. We are all Jamaican, and again, over and over, it sounds so bad. I'm afraid to tell anybody I'm a Jamaican.
But I will encourage
because of the how you guys carry on the media.
You know, funny.
For no reason.
I hear you, miss.
For no reason.
I hear you.
I'm not calling anybody name. I'm not calling anybody name. But everybody's just praying on each other. For what reason?
I'm going to change for myself.
It don't sound good, guys. I'm calling your show because I have to say this. It does not sound good for us to be eating at each other like that.
I'm not eating at
we need peace. We need love. We need unity.
I'm being very respectful.
Sometimes you have to hold your opinion and make peace. And it's not right, drama. And I had to call you and say this. Listening to you, I had to call you and say, I'm not saying people, whatever, like, I heard a lady come on and said, lack of knowledge. And I will say that. Lack of knowledge also.
Absolutely.
Because you don't know. Donna is not a doctor, and he's not a doctor.
I'm quite sure.
You understand me? Whatever, all right. Can I say something? Just one thing I have to say and done with it.
Absolutely.
What if Donna wasn't taking care of her?
Maybe she should have not.
Miss Richie would have died a long time ago.
Maybe she should have
not. It takes money to go to the doctor.
Maybe she should have not.
It takes money to go to the doctor. What if Donna wasn't supplying that need? What if Donna wasn't picking up Miss Richie and supplying all that needs? Where would they get the money to take her? She would have died a long time ago.
No, the government of Jamaica.
So let us
no.
rent the whole thing.
I'm not going to agree with that. The Ministry of the MOD in Jamaica, they actually have funds in place to look after their citizens. I know people in Jamaica right now who's being cared for by the Jamaican medical people, and it is a free of charge healthcare. So let's be real. I am quite sure if 99 and the rest of the caregivers, listen, I'm
Lots of knowledge. Nobody have the time. Ernie's working. Ernie's doing his best he can, and it just falls in places.
Absolutely.
Donna have her chore to do. She have her stuff to do. She just providing.
I hear you, but I'm still.
It's left to Ernie and Claudia. Whoever is responsible, they are her family. They're the ones who should take up the most responsibility. Okay, you know what? Again, drama. If Donna had come in place and put them out of the picture, you would hear, "Oh, Donna, don't make this Richie family take care of anything." If she had just stepped up and take care of the funeral by herself and did not include them in it, they would have said, "Oh, she have her family, she have Ernie, she have blah, blah, blah." And, you know, all these things. Let us rest. Let the lady rest in peace.
Tell that the first person you should give that advice to is Donna Marie Dow. Tell her stop coming on social media and broadcasting this deceased lady's business, because the more she comes out and puts it out on social media, people will continue to have things to say about what's happening in this.
You remember when Donna said one time when Mr. Leber died. You remember when Donna said when Mr. Leber died, they find Miss Richie on the sidewalk full of shit, and she had to take her up and bathe her and clean her up?
That's not true.
Nobody remember those things.
Hello, that's not true, because 99 was in Lebel's life and Miss Richie's life way before Miss Richie passed away. So I don't know where you get it.
When Lebel died, Miss Richie take it to heart.
That's understandable. That would be understandable. Absolutely.
Okay?
That'd be
And
understandable.
Miss Richie was like out of her mind then.
Okay. But I
Then I don't want to go any further, but all I'm just asking, we are Jamaicans, let it rest in peace.
Okay.
Let Miss Richard bury and rest in peace. Then we're talking all this against each other. It's not right.
Well, the thing is, Miss, we're not talking against each other. We are just pointing out where things could have done better. We're not.
All right, it could have, would have.
But you can't go back.
It could have, would have. Okay, it could have, would have. But now it's over with and done. Let us rest in peace and bury this lady without any problem.
I hear you, and I pray to God.
Okay, Miss Richie. I mean, she's just so annoyed right now.
She's so what?
Miss Richie is so annoyed right now.
So annoyed. If she.
Yeah, because of the way people is carrying on.
If she's meant to be annoyed with anyone, she should be annoyed with Ernie, Claudia, Norman, and Donegal. Just those 4 people. Yeah.
No, Trundit, but that's okay. Nobody's gonna win this battle. No one is gonna win. No one is gonna be wrong or right or anything. But all I'm asking is, let us love each other and stop pulling each other down as Jamaicans.
I agree.
Okay, you have a crowd,
that's why,
right? And you go all over the world. Donna have a crowd and go all over the world. All of these programs have gone all over the world. How do you think other people look at us?
I'm my own brand.
As Jamaican.
I'm my own brand. I'm doing better, and I will continue to do better.
I understand what I'm saying. You put out and people are talking. How do people feel all over the world to know that we are Jamaican and we carrying on like this?
But let's be real. Let's be real. Every nation have their own.
Every nation have their own stuff, lady. Come on, now. Make we be frank, man, and stop being ridiculous. Every nation have them own demons and skeletons in their closet, and that's just the honest truth. And Jamaican alone terrible, because we don't know about Haiti, Africa, and them other country.
You can't pinpoint Jamaicans and make it seem as if Jamaicans are eating up each other.
No.
Every nation have their own shit to deal with.
Well, you have a good night. And you have a good night, but please, tell these people, just bringing more love into the conversation more than bashing each other down.
But Donna take her to the doctor a lot of time.
Thank you, miss. Thank you.
And said the doctor
Take care.
It
said
was a
she
pleasure talking to you.
My
is
pleasure.
fine. Okay. Because all of you don't
Listen, I'm sure lessons
like
have been
Donna.
learned from this whole fiasco. People of age should have regular medical care to determine what is happening in and around.
Guys, can I have
bodies,
some thumbs up,
right?
please?
So,
Can you guys hit the thumbs up button,
I
please?
still maintain Donna, Annie, Claudia, and Norman. They've done amazing in certain aspects of Miss Richie's care, but in terms of her health care needs, that aspect was somewhat neglected, and that's it. We'll take some more phone calls. Hello, you're on WhatsApp. Hello.
Gracie, you next. I'm coming up for you, Gracie. Wait.
Hi, good evening. I just wanted to say that I feel like with Miss Richie, past